So in this video I made a challenge for myself and it's really useless. So which dimension is the hardest dimension you can possibly beat without any parts? So yes, I'm going to have 109 health and I'm not going to have any main stats or anything whatsoever. I'm only going to have my characters, a pet and an accessory. Substats, yes, but my main stats, they're absolutely garbage. And also, at 10,000 subscribers, I'm making a Shadow Moon giveaway, so make sure to subscribe. Also, if you want to try this challenge, then go on. It's a really hard challenge. And Evie and me together on duo couldn't beat it because I was just so bad. But yeah, it's a really hard challenge to beat Cursed without any cards. But yeah, I'm going to go through every single dimension. Right? So I started playing without any cards the 3 difficulties for Titan Dimension. So easy, hard, and nightmare. Obviously everything was hardcore. And with Shadow Monarch and the subsets I have, even without any cards, it was still pretty easy. At times I got low, but that's because I didn't pay attention. I could do this very easily without paying attention, just going through and just not really using my head and just killing everything. At Demon you actually had to pay attention because you got killed so easily by any enemy if you didn't pay attention. So in this dimension I actually had to pay attention and yeah, I couldn't really get a very fast run because of no cards, but I still got under 3 minutes without any cards at all. And on the hard difficulty, I actually got 2 shots and I died twice. I could redo it and die 0 times, but well, it was good enough. I still beat it on hardcore without reviving or anything. So when I played Nightmare, that you can just see how hard it is to kill the enemies. Like, you need to use your ult or assist or use a lot of attacks on enemies to actually kill them because they have so much HP compared to your damage. Since I got no cards, it basically counts as I have level 0 cards and I'm ready for the first dimension, but this dimension is level 26, so it's literally 26 levels above the card levels I got because I don't have any cards. So it's really not meant to play this dimension, but I could still do it. Also, this was originally the goal to beat because no one had beat, or at least to my knowledge, no one had beaten Nightmare Hardcore without any cards on Demon Dimension before. It was a very hard challenge before, like a few months ago, but yeah, it wasn't too hard this time. And the reason why this was such a hard challenge before was probably because we didn't have a really good pets and we didn't have any good characters to beat this. So now when we got better pets, better accessories and better characters, even though we have the same cards because we got no cards, you could still beat it now. But yeah, I thought this would be the limit because this was such a hard challenge before and beating it now was a really good accomplishment now, but yeah. But even if I died, I still had 3 minutes left on the timer, and that just means that it's possible to beat another dimension 100%. Playing Cursed Dimension easy on hardcore without any cards, you literally get one shot by any single enemy, except those fighter curses, because they don't one-shot because they punch you. So any punches, they don't one-shot you, but any red lines, literally any red lines, they one-shot you, even from the tiniest enemy. And if you're in a clump as well, those punches, even though they don't one-shot you, since there are so many enemies that you can't really kill, you will get killed very easily if you're in a big clump, so you can't really stand near anything. You need to have iframes if you're inside of an enemy, because otherwise you just instantly die. The first boss was actually the harder boss because, as I said before, those little enemies will one-shot you as well. So in this boss, you literally have to dodge so many enemies and only kill one of them to actually beat the boss. So you couldn't get hits, but you also couldn't kill them that fast because you don't deal a lot of damage. But yeah, the first boss is definitely the hardest boss, and one slight mistake, not only on this boss, one slight mistake in this whole run would cause a death, but especially in this boss because it's so... there are so many enemies to just have to keep track of, and the boss fight is so long because you can't deal 30,000 damage fast. So if you don't understand what I'm doing now, is that I'm clumping them up all in once, because it's so much faster to kill them if you kill them all at once, even though you waste a few seconds clumping them up. It saves time later on because then you don't have to kill basically 2 waves. Now you're killing 1 wave as a whole. And yeah, even with the ultimate third ability and everything like that, even the assists, these tanks don't die. That's a very good estimate on how much HP these guys actually have compared to the damage, and the fact that they one-shot you. So you need to literally use so many attacks, and they can just one-shot you, and it's so hard actually. Watching the replay of this is just... it makes it seem so much easier than it actually is, so... I promise you, try this challenge out, no cards, Curse Dimension, easy, hardcore, solo, and you will see how hard it is. It took me so long, it was actually so hard, and I believe no one other than me and Evie have beaten it. I challenged a lot of people that I would give them Shadow Monarch if they beat this challenge, but no one did it. And yeah, it's so hard. And the crazy part is, I do think hard difficulty might be possible considering how much time I had left. Or specifically how much time Evie had left. Because I died, and I would have basically gotten his time as well if I didn't die, but yeah, I did die. So far, only me and Evie have beaten this challenge, so try it yourself to see how challenging it actually is. And also, Evie tried it on hard mode, and he didn't beat it. He lost some time because of the boss having 20,000 more HP when he ran out of time. 20,000 isn't a lot. I do think it's theoretically possible, with perfect play and perfect stats on accessories and cards, that you can beat hard mode. So if you do that anytime, DM me.